Hello there, Mike the MC, bringing you the self-care video. Today I'm going to share with you number 203 of the Catechism today with respect to the name we give to God and how really that is a connection between us, our Lord, and really how anybody across the world can have some sort of name or understanding of God with respect to their own life. And I think there's something more to be said there as far as our personal relationship with the Lord, because everyone has a unique love in a way that cannot really be felt other than the one who knows that they're receiving it. And then you think of it like this from God's perspective, and the fact that, oh wow, he's beyond all space and time, knows us more than we know ourselves the way we give our love, and yet at the same time can understand that, hey, maybe I'm a little selfish, lustful, maybe a little arrogant, and it's like, all right, I see this is in your love, let's try to heal that part of your life. And so before I go into 203 of the Catechism, let's read it and see where this takes us. So here's what it says. God reveals his name. 203. God revealed himself to his people Israel by making his name known to them. A name expresses a person's essence and identity and the meaning of this person's life. God has a name. He is not an anonymous force. To disclose one's name is to make oneself known to others. In a way, it is to hand oneself over by becoming accessible, capable of being known more intimately and addressed personally. Wow, the key. Think of it like this. We now have the key and the access to our Lord because we know him now. We have a name. But then let me ask you this. If we never had a name for God, would you still know him in your life? Now that's an interesting question. Would we still know God in our life if we never had a name for him? I would argue yeah, because you can see beyond reality that reality works as it does. Space, time, oxygen, sunlight, the things that are keeping everything in motion. Okay, you and I are still here in existence, we're talking. But then we think about beyond reality, who's the mastermind, right? See, now we have those questions. Who's the mastermind behind the scenes that's running the show? And we're part of the show, but in a way, more than being participants in the show, we are now talking with the one who is the host. And I am asking the host, hey, can I understand some questions from you? I want to know what it is about life. Why do we struggle? Why do we take care of things? Why do we have to grow and get old? And why do we have to face reality in so many different ways, and have different jobs, and have so many different skills and abilities and arguments, etc., blemishes and deformities? Okay, why is all these things happening in our world? That why can't we just have cures for everything? And you have these profound questions because you want to have a connection with some truth to talk back with you. And that is one way to know God, that he does exist, and that the truth will reveal itself to you in the sense that, okay, maybe you can find the cures, maybe you can go and talk with somebody, maybe someone has another idea from another place, and then you're talking with that person, they're like, wow, how did you come to know that? And then they'll share with you their story of knowing truths through experience, making blunders, mistakes, etc. And you think also further, if I'm not out there searching for the one who has some sort of answer, how am I going to find him in my life? But then going really reflective, how many of us feel at peace when we sit back, right? We're kind of just sitting here praying. We're like, oh my gosh, Lord, this was a hard day of work. Help me to get out of here safe and sound. I've had such a disagreement with people in my life, arguing with others about what we should do with our clients. Help me, Lord, in this seat, in this moment right now, to find peace. And when you have that kind of dialogue, when you're out there trying to find rest and recuperate, then all of a sudden you're finding peace. Something has given you that healing, that moment to be relaxed. You feel at peace and you're thinking, wow, I'm feeling much better because I'm expressing my emotions, my words, my feelings, ideas, but now they're being reciprocated back to me in a way that is so profound, so loving. And I'm like, wow, whoever is up there, thank you for listening in on my phone call, my line on the other side. I'm glad we could have this conversation. Can we talk again? Can we have another dialogue where I'm just talking with you about my life's problems? And there is the dialogue. And there is where, in a way, in a sense, this channel is kind of sharing with you, okay, no matter what part of walk of life you're from, religion, profession, etc. As a counselor, I want you to find resources. I want you to find the ways to find help that you need, but to also within yourself find the power to find healing and strength and that ability to talk, share your heart, communicate, and as you're accessing the one who is creator, recognize other people want to access you. They want to talk with you. They want to spend time with you. And so then that's up to you. Do you hold the wall up, the boundary, or do you open the door and allow people into your life? And then that comes with yeses and nos. And you will learn what you need in life, what you don't need, who to keep close, not close. And as time progresses, as you learn to protect yourself and the others around you, you teach others to live their life accordingly based on what you know is right and wrong. And when you have those important relationships in your life, hold on to them. Be strong. Always remember, hey, you can validate a person all the way to the end. Even if they pass away before you, you can be there for the funeral. If you pass away before them, they'll be there for you. And to always remember that faith is beyond reality. Faith is also beyond reality. It's part of reality, but it's also beyond it. So keep that in mind when you're trying to talk with God, that beyond life, there's so much more that's going to happen. And it's just so wonderful to think that the host is right there to be with us to talk with him. All right, everyone. I hope this video finds you well today with 203 of the Catechism. I'm going to go out there, help clients. Hope you're all going to have a good day as well. Working with people. Remember that when you're accessible to people, when you open the door, okay, you're allowing your resources to be used, your space and time. But then when you don't and you're protecting yourself, that's also valid because you want to save those resources for some other greater project or people that may need them actually down the line. So keep that in mind as you're being accessible, who you talk with and who you're being close with and who you're going to have those healing dialogues with. All right, everyone. Hope this video finds you well. Take care. Have a good one.